But this is a typical case of the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Like the flesh is literally weak. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mata Audio. I talk about faith, love, relationships, and lifestyle. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. You're the real you guys. This episode is for gist. I don't know if I'm ready. Well, I think I am. It's for gist. So if you are ready, please grab your popcorn, grab something to eat, and let's dive into this. So yeah, you've seen the title of this video. So let's just go right into the video. In January, we started the year with WAFBEC. I attend Covenant Nation, so we started WAFBEC on the 1st to 8th of January, and yeah, after WAFBEC is West African Faith Believers Convention, which is now WAFBEC, World Faith Believers Convention. Yeah, so I'm inviting you for next year's one. So yeah, so after WAFBEC, which ended on the 8th, we immediately, like 11th, we started Daniel's fast. So Daniel's fast is you're not eating cooked food, you're eating fruits, you're eating soups, you're eating vegetables. You know, in the Bible where Daniel only vegetables, right? So like that's why it's called the Daniel's fast. So we're eating vegetables, fruits, and all that. Break by 6. And you're not eating food. So we started the Daniel fast on the 11th, and you know, everything was at that point. The year began like on a stressful note. It was stressful. Like we're going to WAFBEC every day, like from morning. WAFBEC is morning till night, morning session, afternoon session, evening session. So we go to WAFBEC, you know, come back the next morning, you're up again, you're going. I mean, it was worth it, but it was stressful. So we went for WAFBEC, and after that we started the fasting and prayer like almost immediately. And then I started hearing that we may go for service in January, and I had to go and just do my clearance. Clearance was ongoing, but I didn't finish up. I had to go finish up my clearance just in case, you know, we were going to go for service, and I just needed to have everything, you know, intact and go with the first batch. So I mean, I was going to be traveling to Ilorin, and everything was just, you know, well, I got prepared. There's a video because of how everything was. I mean, I'm an overthinker, I'm a deep thinker. I think I'll put it somewhere where my sister videoed me without my knowledge, and I was just like thinking, like trying to put things together. Like
I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough.
Traveling tomorrow, it was just sudden. So I traveled, I did my clearance while in Ilorin. Honestly, I wanted to do my clearance. I know that I've done it. I didn't think that we were going to go, because I mean, how would I have not thought that? Because Ilorin is a school that always, they are number one with rushing, with, you know, things like that. If they tell you you're doing tests, they tell you today that you're doing tests tomorrow. Expect it. Don't say, how can they do that to us? Expect it. So I mean, I should have expected it, but I just wanted to do everything. I was still chilling. We had not gotten our statement of result, and it was looking like, are we going to really go? So we're hearing rumors that camp is going to start on the 25th, and I was like, no, everything was just not real, right? So it was not just real. Like, camp is going to start on the 25th. My baby was January 26th, and I'm like, bah. If camp is this, I'll either be in camp by that time or I'll be traveling on that time. It wasn't just looking nice. Like, I was stressed, guys. I mean, if you saw pictures there, because of the fast and everything, I was really thin. I kept saying that, am I going to fast on my birthday? That was even one of the things. I'm like, am I going to fast on my birthday? And I agreed. I was like, yes, I would fast then after my birthday. After the fast, I would, you know, I would eat enough. I mean, I would eat and eat. And then I was like, am I going to go to camp and also be doing this fast? I was like, the Lord is my strength. I would do it. I would try. While I was doing it in the lorry, I wasn't really going like anywhere. I remember the day I went to collect my statement of results. That was like we traveled on Wednesday to camp, and on Monday was when I went to collect my statement of results. And I realized that during that fast, if you don't drink water, I mean, you're not eating anything until 6 o'clock, and 6 o'clock you're even eating fruits. So if you don't eat anything or drink anything, for me at least water, there's a way you start feeling. That for me, that's my personal experience. Personally, you start feeling somehow. So there was that day we're waiting to collect that stuff. I went on the floor. I was feeling like, I felt like I wanted to throw up. It was not a good experience. And so when it was finally my turn and I got in, I didn't even ask them that, please, can I sit down or anything? I just sat down. And the man even knew. He was like, this one is not feeling fine. So the man that was like in charge of the statement of results, he was like, you're not good, you're not feeling good, what's wrong with you? I had to open up to him that, sir, what will I have said? Sir, I'm fasting and, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, this man is just an Onishino. If you don't know what Onishino means, it means like a promiscuous person. He was just like, no, you can't go home alone. Just wait for me. I'm going to take you home. What do you need? He was drinking, he had juice by his side. He was like, will you take juice? I was like, it's not a juice matter, I just need water. I know a girl at my back also asked me, she was like, will you take snacks? People are giving me the wrong things. I'm like, water, just water. And they were like, there's no water around. And I was like, okay. And I think he told me to wait for him to finish, that he will finish by 3. It was about maybe 1 or past 1, I can't remember. That I should wait for him, he's going to take me home. I can't go home alone, or do I have anybody around that I can call? I was like, no. Then I did something. I was like, so I'm coming back just for that. And then I collected my results. I knew that I needed water. I just went to, I was supposed to get water initially, but because of my line, I didn't want to like go there and not start sharing it. That's how school is. So I was like, I'll wait, collect my stuff, and then go. So I went to get water. I just bought water, drank, poured on my face, and I felt a lot. I tell you, a lot better. So yeah, I continue my story. So after I got the result, I had already seen my posting, like I was going to Zamfara. Everything was just coming and hitting me. And a lot of thoughts, oh God, how am I going to start traveling? Oh God. That fasting was making it a lot harder because you wouldn't eat, it would just, you'll be weak now generally. So I did not know what was in front of me. I was like, I'm going to do it all the way. My excitement, even on the day I was going, I accepted it. On that day I was traveling. I was okay. I even thought I would do a vlog. I already started making videos, blah, blah, blah. I did a lot of videos thinking I would compile into the vlog, but it didn't work out. I just decided not to. Instead, I decided to do a vox pop instead. So I did videos, hopeful and all that. So we started our journey. Everything was going fine. Honestly, I planned to. It was remaining. We were already like 16 days gone, or 14 days, because we started on the 11th of January, and we're supposed to end somewhere in February, I guess. I know I'd done like 2 weeks already, and I had like 1 week to go. I knew that, and I wanted to just finish it. I've started something, 21 days. Let me just finish it if I can, right? Oh. We got to one place in Mina, Niger State, and we stopped. I got down. I was like, God, I had not seen fruits anywhere, and that was the only thing I could eat. But thank God, when we got to that place, people were buying food, buying stuff. I saw someone selling carrots. I saw oranges, and that was all I could see. I wanted other things, but those are the only things I could see, and I couldn't eat much. So I bought carrots. I bought oranges, and that was what I had. I think when we got somewhere again, when we stopped, I tried to get banana, but because of the language barrier, there was no one to speak Hausa to the guy. He was telling me how much, but I couldn't understand. So I let that one go. I couldn't buy. But I got nuts because we're allowed to eat like granuts and nuts basically. So I got granuts at some point. I was okay. But it was really getting stressful. So we got to Zamfara on Thursday morning. Thursday was my birthday. So we got there on Thursday morning. That was one birthday that it wasn't like a birthday. Aside the call that I was getting I mean, nobody even knew. I think because of the calls I was getting, I was having conversations with family, friends, people now knew. So my amazing roommates that I just, we traveled together, we're in the same room. They just sang for me. Yeah, made it so memorable. I have a clip. I don't know. I'll put all of this. They sang for me.
Happy return of the day. Long life and prosperity.
Hooray! That was it. But the stress, you have to do your registration. You have to collect your wear, basically your khaki, everything, your white. I was just going up and down because we got there that morning, thinking that. I mean, we just came. We're going to rest that day. They had already started camp, mind you. They started camp on the 25th, so activities have started. So you have to just join, right? But what I would have done, I would have said, oh, I don't have my wear, or I can't join or something. Just rested as per it's my day and I'm fasting. I didn't know what was in front. So I was like, okay, no problem. So immediately when we're settled, I've gotten a bed space, I wore my white. Let's just take pictures. At least we're in camp. People were taking pictures. I also took pictures. Guys, I'll put that picture up. If you know how I looked obviously sick, I'm sure people would have been wondering, God, maybe people don't think so much about these things, but I was not looking good. I wasn't happy with how I looked. I didn't want to even post those pictures. I think I did. I don't know. People were asking me, send pictures, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I beg. I wasn't looking good, basically. So by 4 p.m., they called for parade. They always do parade rehearsals. Okay, swearing in was on Friday, so they were like preparing for that swearing in. We all went, right, with your white, your bag and everything. Guys, at this point, I was still pushing it. I was like, I'm going to do this. I'll just look for where they are selling fruit. And I tried to check. They were not selling fruits. They started selling fruits on camp like maybe 1 week after. That's when someone started selling fruits. I didn't see any fruit. I was like, what am I going to eat? Okay, I think I was having conflict because it was corn. So I used to have cornflakes and milk, without sugar. I can't eat sugar. So I think that's what I used to have. But it wasn't like enough. So we now went for that parade rehearsals. God, I was like, anything that was to happen should happen. Guys, literally, my eyes were seeing white. Everything was white. I am not exaggerating. That thing happens when I'm hungry. Seriously, I'll be like, are you guys seeing white? Me, I'm seeing white too. So I was seeing white, literally seeing white. And I was like, I'm going to, because soldiers now, I'm scared of them. What would they do to me? I just went to the back immediately, like my eye, and I just went down like immediately. Then there's this soldier. He's like the hardest man, the hardest soldier there. He was the one. I mean, the hardest ones most of the times are always the softest. I mean, somehow. So he was the one that now came to meet me and was like, what is wrong with you? And I was like, God, I had to just be telling him. I was like, I'm fasting. And I was like, is it a must you fast? He did not understand. He didn't go into details that this is my fasting. No, I cannot eat. And when I eat, I can't eat any better thing because there's not even fruits around them. I just have to eat something small. It can't give me a lot of strength. And I was like, the fasting, can you not break it? Is it a must you fast the fast? I was like, he was like, sit down. Me, at that point, even with everything, because I was wearing white and white, I just wore that white and white. I didn't want to stay in it. I didn't want to sit down. I was just like going down like this. He was like, sit down. I said, sit down. Eventually I sat down. And he was like, rest, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, go and eat, get strength. Must you do it? Go and eat and get strength and come back or whatever. For some reason, I was able to stand up, walk. I think I just needed that freedom. Just let me go. Walk back happily because I didn't want all of that. I beg. Walk back happily to my hostel. I sat. I had to even help someone to the hospital and all that. Me, that was feeling like that. I still had to help someone I met in the hostel that was having like allergy and all that. So I think immediately I got back, it was about 4. I can't really remember if I broke immediately, but I think I then broke. And I was not thinking that I'm just starting. This one, we just stood line and the sun was killing. I'm like, we're going to do morning warm-ups or whatever. We're going to do other things. How am I going to cope? I really want to do this, Lord. This is a typical case of the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Like the flesh is literally weak. It was then I called my sisters. I told them that this is what is going on. I don't know. They were like, just eat. That thing is stressful. Just eat. Maybe you should be breaking by 12 with food. Keep doing it. And I think that was what I said doing. I would fast some days though. I wouldn't. Then some days I'll just fast like 12. I'll eat normal food, and that was when my cheek. I have cheeks, guys. I don't know if you noticed. They started coming out. So at least I was feeling better. Me that when we're even eating like normal 3 square meals, I will still be waiting for food. Like I used to be hungry, guys. I eat a lot. I used to be hungry. Talk less of the whole stress. So guys, that's the story I thought to come and share with you guys. I did I almost fainted. Like it was not even funny. Thursday number 1 day. Coupled with the fact that it was my birthday, that birthday is so memorable because I don't know if I had plans, but there was no event in it. NYSC took my birthday. They took it, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, please share. I enjoyed the fact that I was just here gisting. I enjoyed gisting with you guys. Please like this video, share, comment, and come your way next time. Keep living your best life. Bye.